Right? So if you are not affordable to that kind of a good university or whatever due to our economical situation, economical status, right? It is really unfortunate, isn't it? අපිට බැරි වෙලාවත් සල්ලි නැති වුණොත් එහෙනම් අපිට කවදාවත් හොඳ සෝෂල් ක්ලාස් එකකට එන්ටර් වෙන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපි දුප්පත් වෙලා ඉපදුනොත් අපිට දිගටම දුප්පත් විදිහට ඉන්න වෙනවා. හැබැයි এডুকেෂන් කියන දෙයින් අපි හරියට ඉගෙන ගත්තොත් අපි හරියට එක්සෑම් පාස් කරගත්තොත් we can enter into a good social class, right? So education, pre-education is providing us with that kind of a contribution to a country like ours, because most of the people are low income earners in our country. We are not that kind of a rich country than others, because we are not having those kind of minerals that other countries are having. We are not that kind of a rich country, but to a country like ours, education is the best tool to get with that of our social standards, right? So it is your duty to get that pre-education and getting the maximum benefits out of that. Reason is that when comparing to the other countries in the world, if they are not having money, their parents are not having the money to like educate their children, it will be so much of an unfortunate situation, right? Makes sense? And it says that they are going to like cancel pre-education, and there are so much of debates going on, but at least we are in this kind of a rate, this kind of a position as Sri Lankans with that higher literacy rate. The reason is that we are having pre-education. If not, there would be so much of criminals, thieves in the society. ඉගෙනගෙන නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ අනිවාර්යෙන් මනුස්සය වැරදි කරනවා වැඩි, not civilized, right? People are not respecting to others, they are not civilized, because our society is not safe. As it is mandatory to go to school, as it is compulsory to attend to a school from the lowest grade to the highest grade, as it is the law of our country, at least we are getting a civilized population in our country. ඒ නිසා අපිට චුට්ටක් හරි civilized population එකක් තියෙනවා. අපේ රටේ society එක අපිට පොඩ්ඩක් safe, right? Education කියන එක free උනේ නැති වුණොත්, සල්ලි තියෙන කට්ටියන්ට විතරක් ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණොත් ඒක ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් රටේ safety එකටත් එක්කම, right? So can you now tell me what's the importance of having this service in our country as a public service for public welfare? Now, do you know it? Now, can you explain it? Okay. Write down the next one, number 3. Housing. Housing as a public service. Housing. You could have your own house that your parents built for you, for themselves and for you. But there are some people in our country, they are not having their own lands, right? They couldn't afford enough to build themselves a house. The reason is poverty for most of the times, but it's the right of it's a kind of the duty of the government to provide those public with the house, right? So there are so much of housing projects in our country to facilitate those low income earners who are like basically struggling with poverty, provide them with a house, right? Okay, write down number 3, housing. Right under that, can you all hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, write down. The government has undertaken various housing schemes to provide affordable housing for low-income earners, low-income families. Next point, you can write examples. Various governments have like contributed in various aspects like කේක උදාගම් කේක එහෙම පහුගිය ආණ්ඩු වලින් හදලා තියෙන මේ මිනිස්සුන්ට අපේ රටේ කියන remote areas වල low income families වල අයට ඒ facilities housing facilities දෙන්න they have initiated water facilities කියන්නේ basically ගමක් හදනවා කියන එකට water facilities education facilities school එකක් initiate කරලා banking services ගන්න place එකක් initiate කළා ඒ ඔක්කොම housing facilities කියන ඒවා දෙනවා right මිනිස්සුන්ට දරන්න පුළුවන් මුදලකට දෙනවා loans දෙනවා ගෙවල් හදා ගන්න ගෙවල් ගන්න right so that is the duty of a government thereby initiating these service housing services thereby they are providing us with our welfare right to improve our quality of living you can write everything inverted commas Janasarana housing program Janasarana housing program ගොඩාක් තියෙන උදාගම් එක එක සමහරට ඔයාලා ජීවත් වෙන අපේ අපි ඉන්න තැන ගම කියලා තමයි අන්තිමට ඉවර වෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ එම්ම governments වලින් එක එක governments වලින් initiate කරපු එක එක contributions right next point these programs have been launched to assist people in acquiring homes this is how we are writing in acquiring homes through loans 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 comma subsidies this is how we are writing subsidies and state supported construction projects state supported construction projects are you done
Yes, teacher.
okay so with that we are going to end the class for today have you got any doubts with today's lesson
No, teacher.
තේරෙනවද තේරුම් නැති තැන
No, teacher.
okay so next day we are going to continue from this part so අපි මේ part එක කරන්න තියෙනවා එතනින් අපි පටන් ගමු and yeah if you have any doubts the ones who are not there to the first two classes you can bring your doubts to the next class right මොන හරි තියෙනවා නම් දැන් අහගන්නත් පුළුවන් no doubt
No, teacher.
Okay.
No, teacher.
So Bhute, with that, we are going to wrap up for today. Thank you for joining the class, students. Good night.
Good night, teacher.
Good night,
Good night, Bhute.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.